Hey everybody, I guess I missed out on this opportunity. Raytheon took a dump today, and I missed out on where put selling would have been ideal. Missed out on that, but it did well. But apparently, its forecast, considering the tariff possibilities, would really hurt its earnings. So it dropped down to where it basically, if you see here, here's today, and this is where it was, that big drop right on the market about a week ago or 2 weeks. God, it's already been 2 weeks. Um, but if we look for supports, technical analysis is a little rough right now because of the just how crazy the tariff stuff is. But right around here, July 24, it was about $100. It was also right around here back in uh, 2003. $100 might be like a decent level of support. And this is also like the 52-week low is right around here. And so I was thinking about selling a put. Now, here's Robinhood. So I don't have 10 grand. If I did, I could sell it here. But Robinhood at least shows me the high. I couldn't figure it out on Tastytrade, which is what I would use to sell a put of this quantity because that's a lot of money and I don't have that much money. The high is almost $1.60. Right now it's trading. It's got a huge spread right now. They call it a dollar. So if I were to, let's just call it a dollar. If I were to annualize this dollar 6 times 59 days, I'm picking June 20th because market's just too crazy right now, and I don't want to have too short of a duration. I think for what I've read, like 45 days is the ideal time for length to sell a put. That's my experience over these last few years. But theta really picks up at 30. Um, okay, this just spiked, so I think the market's dipping. Um, the bid spiked. So let's just annualize it. So let's just call it a dollar times six would be $600, right? Annualizing it roughly. So putting up 10 grand to get 6%, it's not really the best return for given the risk that I'd take. I mean, I'd rather just buy a dividend stock that's kind of gotten beaten down, that's kind of strong, or something else. I mean, so I swapped over to Tastytrade, and now I'm looking at the IVR, which is like the volatility ranking. And today's news didn't really spike like it did when 2 weeks ago when we really hit that bottom. Like selling puts then would have been a bunch of money. That's what I sold puts on Hood. Uh, so I mean, given the recency, this isn't the highest that it's hit. Like it's got over 100 a couple of times near here. It's not that bad. The market, it's not as bad as it was recently. Okay, I've said that a couple of times now. I'm sorry. The problem with Tasty is I couldn't find where the max price was today, which was $1.59 that I showed on Robinhood. So I had to kind of bounce back and forth. But here's showing me IV rank, et cetera, et cetera. But I'll get to the good stuff. And here's also the low of the year. So I got a couple of grand in my 2, 3 grand in my account. It used to be like 6 grand, and then I blew it up. And someday I'll have to show that video how I lost like 2 grand in 2 minutes in like real time. Like I was actually recording it at the time. It pains me to look at it but anyway. So, but if you look here though, I'm selling to open, right? I'm selling to open the June the June put, June 20 put, 100 put here. And here's sell to open one, right? You sell to open, you buy to close. But here's the cool part. Look at the buying power. It only takes a grand. It would only take a grand for me to do this if it works my way, right? Because eventually it'll hopefully pick up. Time will pass, etc. I can make some money. And so that, $600 would be annualized, that'd be like 60%. It's actually a little bit better now. It's closer to 700 if I can get in the middle here somewhere. It's just tempting, but I guess I'm just kind of risk adverse at the moment, even though Raytheon's taken a huge dip already. So how much worse could it be? But I've thought that other times in my life and I've gotten kind of effed by how much worse could it be thinking. So I'm probably going to pass though, but I kind of want to walk through um, the differences between Tastytrade and Robinhood as far as how much money you would need to put on a Raytheon call. Now, if I had caught it at the $1.60 mark, I might have done it, might have risked it. But here, when it's like already like 40% off its high, I'm just kind of thinking better to save my capital because there'll be other days where something will happen. Anyway, that's about it. Not financial. Oops, forgot to show it. Not financial advice, just for entertainment purposes only. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this helps somebody. I mean, I'm just a guy learning. I've been learning for a few years now, just talking about trades because I find it fascinating. I mean, I'm never gonna bet big money because I've been through that experience. I just find this stuff kind of fascinating. Anyway, have a good one.